What up? Hold on, guys. Bam. Chat, new call to action today. All right, I want none of y'all giving me your money. Althea, why the fuck would you resubscribe for 10 months at tier 1? What the fuck? Couldn't you read my mind? I'm sorry, that was really aggressive. I apologize. That was really aggressive, Althea. Thank you for resubscribing for 10 months. I do appreciate it. But chat, today, everybody check out the pinned messages in chat. I spelled Ludwig wrong. Fuck. Ludwig. Ludwig is currently doing a charity stream for the Trevor Project in honor of like an 100-year-old viewer that passed away recently, who was a trans woman. And he's already raised like fucking 27,000, I think, last time I checked it. It's probably even more now, huh? Let's check it. Let's check it real quick, chat. Let's check it real quick. Let's check it real quick. Where's my boy at? Where's my boy at? Bro's at $29,000, bro. Ludwig, great name though, for real. Guys, go. Do not give me money today. None of y'all. Everybody go over to the link that I pinned and donate to Ludwig's charity stream. All right? All right? I don't need any money. All right? Send it to the LGBTQIA plus kids who need support. All right, guys? All right, chat? Can we make that deal? Thank you, Raya. Thank you for donating $10, Raya. I appreciate you. Y'all, I dropped a quick 100 right at the beginning of stream, bro. Before he even started doing he's like playing games or something like that. Bro, easiest $100 in my life, bro. Everybody do it, all right? I feel like I gotta keep this up until when Chicken Sandwich gets in here. Can someone remind me to tell Chicken Sandwich not to give me memberships today? No memberships, no donations or anything. All right, chat. This is where it's going. Going straight to the Trevor Project. Look at that, $29,000, bro. I love Ludwig, man. Dude's just a fucking good dude, guys. Dude is just a good dude. Bro's a good dude. At everyone. Come yap. Read pinned comment in chat. No donos today, please. TLDR, don't give your money to me. I am unworthy. That's what we'll say in the Discord. Who's in here, y'all? How we live in chat? Who the fuck is in here? Marminote! Dude, Marminotes, I swear to God, Marminotes, how the fuck do you live in my walls? How the fuck do you always know when I'm gonna hit live? I swear to God, chat, Marminotes is always the first person to fucking say hi in chat. That's crazy. Marminotes! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Yeasterfield Sink, it's been a fucking minute. Welcome to the stream. Asian Fury, welcome. Draco Stars, welcome. Wolfpack, welcome. Raya, good to see ya. I do not hate beans, bro. Stop accusing me of it. That's exactly what someone would say who does hate beans. Just saying. Just saying. Scylla Bunny, welcome. Elster Stairs, BD Luos, Runny, welcome to the stream, guys. Oogie Ice Tea, good to see ya. Shared Prince, good to see ya. Danny, hello. Claire, welcome. Vanessa, welcome. Spooky Miss Luna, welcome. Aster, welcome. Ashton, welcome. River, welcome. Percy, welcome. Cutie Booty Itch, good to see ya. Elster Stairs, hello. Chaos, hello. Bouncy Ball, good to see ya. Elizabeth, always good to see ya. Miz, welcome. Althea, welcome. Thank you again for the dono. Sorry you caught a stray there. I was just trying to be funny. Gian Gray, welcome. Resilient Sage, welcome. Cloud Dreamer, welcome. Mbem in the house, all tuning in from the intermission of the Queen of Versailles musical. Okay. God damn, she fancy as hell with some musical shit. That's crazy. Sick invite, by the way. Karomi, welcome. If anyone's wondering, the drinks are strong and the show is slightly tone deaf. Ooh. Hey, at least the drinks are strong. Why make the tone not so deaf? You know what I'm saying? Spooky Nova Sprite, welcome. Roadkill, welcome. Living Lively, welcome. Jalen, welcome. Stark, welcome. Evil Core, hello. Premier K, hello. MKey, hello. Micah, good to see ya. Good to see you guys, chat. Y'all came in here fast, bro. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Today might be a shorter stream. I only have 2 stories that I gotta wrap up today. And I y'all, honestly, I kind of dragged my feet today. I played hockey in the, dude, I love playing hockey, but the pickup games that I've been playing are like in the middle of the day, and that just fucks everything up. I don't know why. It just kind of fucks everything up for me. I honestly gotta figure out like what that's gonna look like, because I love playing hockey, don't get me wrong, but I might have to just start reserving playing hockey for the weekends, because it's kind of annoying in the middle of the day. The skates on like Saturday, Sunday are like 9 a.m., which is definitely more doable. Definitely more doable. Benny, it's PB on YouTube today. Oh, got it. PB, thanks for hopping in. Premier K. I'll try to remember that. There's so many of you guys though. M Key, thank you for coming over to the Twitch as well. Luo Bing, hello. Jade, welcome. Cotton Girl, welcome. What do you do to make it better when you have a bad day? Okay, so what I do might not be helpful for you, because and hear me out. What I specifically do might not be good for you, but the principle I think is. So what I do when I'm having a bad day, which let me be clear, by the way. Usually when I'm having a bad day, it either means I'm overwhelmed, or I have like a lot of anxiety, or I'm kind of sad. Those are kind of the 3 criteria that I can think of as of late in terms of like what makes me have a bad day. I found that all 3 of those things are much better after I go on a run. Working out also helps, but runs specifically are very helpful for me. I don't really understand completely why. I think, like, I know there's a study out there that when you're, because like honestly, if I'm overwhelmed, I'm anxious. If I'm sad, I'm anxious. If I'm anxious, I'm anxious. I feel like a lot of my bad days stem from anxiety. I know there's some research out there that when you're feeling anxious, your body is craving an external physical release. I don't know exactly how true that is, but it's always been true for me. Like if I'm feeling one of those 3 ways, I go on a run and it just resets me. Now, I think the principle of that as well is like also taking something that I can control and doing it, and knowing that it will make me better as well as my day better. If I go on a run, I'm gonna feel good about myself. All right, I'm gonna feel accomplished because I'm like, fuck yeah, I went on a 4-mile run. You know, it's not like I feel like when I have when people have bad days, especially me, I almost like self-sabotage. Like it's worse and I feel worse if I go and just like lay on the couch and order food or something like that. Like, don't get me wrong, every once in a while I think that's nice, but 9 times out of 10 I do that stuff and then afterwards I feel guilty about it, which doesn't help my current circumstances. So like doing the opposite of that makes me feel really good and can help boost my day. But I also think it's just different for everybody, bro. I don't recommend going on a run if you don't run. Maybe a walk, but I think there is something about like making yourself tired and doing something that like you exert some energy towards. I also think too, I think it's really good to be in your head, you know? Or even if you're like, if your brain's going a million miles a minute, if you're anxious, like listening to a podcast so you can stop like listening to the voices, you know? Sorry, but we do a 50K sub special. I mean, 50K is probably like 2 or 3 months away. Maybe. I wasn't really planning on it. I think I'll do something more for 100K. Like, don't get me wrong, 50K is cool, but it's kind of like 100K is the cool one. You know what I'm saying? But I have fun stuff planned. Evil Core, good to see you. Autumn Gravity, hello. Zion Alexis, hello. I knew you were gonna say run or gym. I just had a hunch. I think it's like one of the best ways that you can combat. Cause like honestly, y'all, like the saddies or like having a bad day, like a lot of it's just the voices in your head, you know? Like I feel like, somebody didn't read the pinned comment. Not me shitting on people when they fucking give me memberships. Who was it? Savaging Studios, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Just really quick, chat, all right? Thank you, I appreciate it, Savaging Studios. If you guys got a gifted membership from them, make sure to say thank you. Reminder, read the pinned comment. Today, I don't want donations. I don't want memberships. I don't want subs or gifts or anything. Go over to Ludwig's charity stream and donate to the charity. They're doing a charity stream for the Trevor Project. From my understanding, it helps support like LGBTQIA plus kids who have been like rejected by their family and stuff like that, as well as a bunch of other stuff. Go and donate to that, please. Please don't donate to me. I'm just a stupid YouTuber. All right, I make enough money, guys. I promise you guys, I make more than enough money. All right, like don't focus on me today. It's about the trans kids today, chat. All right, alrighty. If you're planning on donating or giving any money, go over to that link. All right, chat. Amodify! Oh my god, what the fuck is up, Kyle? Welcome to the stream. Will G, welcome. Donnie, welcome. Cat, welcome. Fuck. It did the thing that I hate when it does that, bro. Eden Barker, welcome. Crystal, welcome. I really wish there was a room in my apartment for at least a treadmill or something. Amodify, you should get... I have this like walking treadmill that actually goes up to like 6 miles per hour, which is like a light jog for me. But for somebody else, it might not be. I'm a huge advocate, chat, of a walking treadmill. They're like less than $100, I think. Game changer. Game changer. Like for me, I'm always like, when I post across TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, spotlights and YouTube, it takes me like an hour to an hour and a half, so I usually try to walk on a treadmill, get like a little extra exercise, you know. Night Golden, welcome. Art Fieri, welcome. Running or a leg day, bro. Honestly, I'm gonna be so fucking real, chat. I have not done a leg day in so long, but it's because I run so much. Also, my thighs are already fucking meaty as hell, bro. There's no need. Spooky the Cat, welcome. Savage Ink Studio, thank you. I appreciate you for doing both. That's crazy. You only have to do one, chat, all right? Don't give me your money, please. Hey, what up, little clanker? This is my podcast. I got you. I got you. I can't believe that. That's crazy. Chat, would y'all be dead ass if I found, and like this isn't anytime soon, if I found a co-host that I felt like we could come out with interesting podcast content, would you listen to a podcast? Be so fucking for real. I don't think I'd do it anytime soon. I think I'd want to get like 100,000 subs and have my like current YouTube stuff and Twitch stuff kind of like rocking and ripping. But I had so much fucking fun doing my podcast back in the day. I think it's really fun. I think it's a good time to yap with people that you love and that you love hanging out with. I would love to find a co-host, but I kind of need a co-host who matches my energy, and that's going to be probably the hardest. Rebo, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for having good manners. We love to fucking see it, chat. We love to see this. Everybody follow in Remo's footsteps, all right? Rachel, welcome. Dude, Rachel, whenever I read your name, I always want to say Rockael. Just because you have the AE there, bro. Rochael. Dragon in the house. Dragging these nuts on your face. Welcome to the stream. Penwings, welcome. Katana, welcome. Amy Cakes, welcome. There's no room for the walking treadmills, bro. Your apartment must be fucking cracked. Must be full as hell, bro. All right, y'all are saying yes. Hey, Celia, welcome. All right, that's good to know, chat. That's good to know. Good to know. By the way, chat, actually, another quick little plug here. I collabed it with my main channel. I don't know if it's just wildly unpopular or people just, it didn't collab correctly, but I dropped the video. How the fuck? I dropped the video showing off the Beans costume. Wow, that click-through rate is terrible. Oh my god. Bro, the people, it's so funny. The people that come to my videos, like, who only want the Reddit stories, like, really only want the Reddit stories. It's kind of fucking hilarious. So silly, bro. So silly. But chat, go sub to my channel, all right? Go sub to my second channel. My second channel. I really want to start rocking and ripping with that. Oh, by the way, Raya, our Fortnite video is coming out tomorrow. Just a heads up, in case you were wondering. Beans glaring at you? Oh, you meant, yeah. Hey, Raya out here fucking getting me new subscribers. I appreciate you, Raya. Hey, thank you, Amodify. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Y'all, the fundraiser Ludwig is doing is way more important to get $25 than for me. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you all that went and donated over there. What up, Lyra Lynn? Welcome to the stream. Jai, welcome to the stream. Sarby, please play Fortnite with chat. Guys, the problem is like, I'm not a Fortnite streamer. If I was a Fortnite streamer, I would 100% do it. I just think it's like not a great use of my time right now. If we get fucking huge as hell, chat, and I can rip that shit and get a couple hundred viewers, hell yeah, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, Cotton Girl. Do you prefer Twitch chat or YouTube chat? I mean, I don't really prefer the chats. I prefer if you watch on Twitch because it like helps me more. It makes me look more like a legit streamer if I have Twitch viewers. Like, I feel like it's funny, chat. I feel like I tell people, I'm like, yeah, I average like 80 to 100 viewers on YouTube and nobody bats an eye. But if you average like even like 50 viewers on Twitch, people find that massively impressive, and I don't know why. I really don't. It's kind of funny. But I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like if you want to be a streamer, you should be, you need to have an audience on Twitch. And I just like, most of my audience is on YouTube right now. Hey, Zelda Gene, your VODs have been keeping me company on my cross-country drive. Thanks. I got you, Zelda Gene. I'm just glad you guys enjoy the VODs, bro. It was funny. I like felt like nobody cared about them, and then a lot of people watch them and comment on them. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. People fuck with this. People fuck with this shit. Hell yeah, Ashton. Hell yeah. I'll probably do a charity stream for the Trevor Project one of these days too. Y'all, I just need to fucking be able to stand on my 2 feet. I need to be able to stand on my 2 feet. Money Machine, welcome to the stream. That kind of rhymed. Dolly Jane, welcome. Twitch hasn't really worked for me since I switched to Firefox, so I'm a YouTube scrub. That's all right, I'm modified, no worries. Listen, I appreciate you if you're on YouTube as well. I would just prefer if you were on Twitch, but like, there's a reason I stream on YouTube, you know? I do like the fact that like the VODs get views. Like, I can't remember, it's probably less now because I haven't been streaming as much, so my VODs don't get as many views. And then also, like, if it, like this stream, if I don't make a thumbnail, people just don't click on it. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? What the hell? What the hell on? Yeah, I'm probably averaging around 2K views. And like, surprisingly, chat, it kind of adds up to a lot. It kind of adds up to a lot in terms of how much revenue the videos generate. Yeah, like this. Here, I'll just show you guys this one. Why not? Why not? You guys want to see the fucking the YouTube stats? Like this stream that I did a couple days ago got like 2,000 views, and the ad revenue, like, it's not an insane amount, but it's like kind of cool for like just live streaming what I'm gonna do anyways and then putting it on YouTube. So like, you guys make it worth it, bro. I appreciate YouTube. I should be more appreciative of YouTube, to be completely honest, because I probably make more off the live streams on YouTube than I do on Twitch, to be fair. But it's kind of cool. Like, what, little 3-hour videos, so like what, $37, about, I don't know, $11 per hour that I streamed. That's not bad, you know? And that's not even including like how, like, you guys are so fucking, you guys are fucking crazy generous. So then I make also double that usually from just memberships and stuff. So, which is a reminder to not give me memberships this stream. All right, chat? Do not do it. Give it to the Trevor Project. All right, chat? All right. All right. Yeah, I give you guys a little insight there, huh? You guys insight into the YouTube. I'm working on a blindfold for a cosplay and I literally forgot I wear glasses. Do you not have contacts, Asian Fury? Twitch is where the cool kids hang out. You guys are all cool. I feel like it's more like Twitch just makes me feel cooler, you know? Ad walls on Twitch are horrid though. That is true, Anon Frog. Keep in mind, I don't run ads other than the ads that play at the beginning of the stream. Every once in a while, I'll run like a minute of ads when I go run and pee, but I don't run Twitch ads. That's at least a DoorDash Chipotle. I mean, that video paid for my donation, almost paid for my donation to the Trevor Project today, you know? And the thing about YouTube videos too, it's funny, I was trying to explain this to my mom. The thing about YouTube videos too is like, they're almost like making a stock, and you just don't know how much money that stock is gonna make you, right? So like, every live stream VOD I put out, in theory, there's a world where those VODs just like take off, you know? Every YouTube video that I put out, there's odds that it just skyrockets and gets like 100,000 views. There's also the odds that it doesn't go anywhere, which is fine. But the more you do, it's like my bullet, darts at a dartboard analogy. Like, the more you throw, the more likely you're giving yourself the chance to where like one just goes stupid, dummy, thick, crazy. But even if they don't, like, you know, I have over like, oh fuck, how many videos do I have on my channel now, chat? It's too many. Like way too many, bro. 344 videos. Like I have 344 videos on my channel where like a lot of them are getting me views, even if they're very passive. Like that's the other part of YouTube too, is like you just want to keep ripping videos. Ba-pow, ba-pow, ba-pow. Wait, Sarby's not bullying us? You right. Fuck you, Percy. I'm sorry. That was kind of mean. Do you still get ads with a sub? No, you do not. So like, to be honest, like that's part of the reason I don't run ads is because you guys are so generous that a majority of people in my streams are subbed anyways. So like me running ads is just annoying the few, and I don't make like any decent money from it, which is not typical for a streamer of my size, by the way. I am blessed. Y'all have blessed me. I'll usually hop off of YouTube, like, leave a like and comment, and then hop over to Twitch. I appreciate that, MK. You could leave them both open if you wanted to. Just saying. One on your TV, one on your phone. Just mute the other one. Dude, Raya, honestly, the biggest thing about, like, doing anything on the internet where you're making money and explaining it to your parents is just showing them the money. Like, literally show them the analytics dashboard from the Clips channel. And, like, your mom might not completely understand it, but it like, that was the thing with my mom, was, like, I was like, hey, here's how much I'm making from it. And she was like, oh. Like, I still don't really think my mom completely understands it, but she understands that at the end of every month I get a paycheck, and that's all she cares about. Hey, I found you on YouTube but downloaded Twitch to support you. Thank you, Cotton Girl. I appreciate you. Yeah, why bother running ads when it only affects like 3 people? Exactly, bro. Exactly. Like, I think, chat, like, I'm pretty sure let me check my earnings real quick. I'm pretty sure my revenue for like ads every month is like $6 or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, I made $7.66 off of ads last month, and this month I've made $6.29. Like, it's so minute, it's not even worth it. Like, I could maybe get that up to like $12 if I just spam the fuck out of ads, but it's not worth it to me. It's just not. Maybe if I get bigger, like if I had like 100 to 200 people on stream or, you know, whatever consistently, I might consider it, but I'm like, there's no point in like being a greedy money whore right now, you know? But the second I start getting viewers, chat, y'all know we're gonna be running. Yeah, a Modify, honestly, hey, bro, I'll put you guys on if any of you guys want to be streamers. So, a Modify said, I remember when I had a friend trying to break into streaming, I used to run it on my iPad, iPhone, TV, and then like 5 different browsers in both standard and private windows. Honestly, that's not what gets you stream viewers. Like, I've gotten, like, I mean, we have 42 viewers, which is more. I wonder what the average amount of viewers per, like, on Twitch is. Like, what's the average viewers for all of Twitch? Oh wait, hold on. Average viewers for a single stream on Twitch. Wait, no, that's not how you say it. For fuck, how do you say this, chat? What am I looking for? I just want to see, like, of everybody on Twitch. For everybody on Twitch, what is the average amount of viewers? Like, I probably have more, but my discoverability on Twitch is minute. Hey, River, welcome to the Twitch. Good to see you. Cryptid, welcome to the stream. Oh, Cutie Booty Itch also popping over on YouTube. not analytics. I'm like trying to be like average viewership for all of Twitch. Maybe average streamer viewership for all of Twitch. The average Twitch streamer has a very low number of viewers, with the vast majority having fewer than 10 concurrent viewers. Data from 2024 indicates that about 94% of streamers have 0 to 5 average viewers, and 98% have 0 to 10 average viewers. So we're literally in the top 2%, maybe 1% on Twitch. And like my discoverability on Twitch is pretty fucking ass. Like, no, I don't really get discovered on Twitch. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a tiny bit, but that's not how you grow on Twitch. The way you grow on Twitch is by like doing entertaining things while you're streaming and then clipping it and then doing that enough to where people decide to go from whatever platform, you know, you're clipping for to your stream. Like, that's the only reason I really have viewers, y'all. I only have viewers because I made my YouTube videos. People like the YouTube videos and they said, I want to go be a part of his stream. And even if you think about that, bro, like I probably average like I'd say like 30,000 to 40,000 views per video if you give it like a month to get views, somewhere in that range. It's not like I have an insane amount of live stream viewers, you know? Like I probably average like combined Twitch and YouTube, like anywhere between like 130 to 180, you know? Hey, what's up, Molly? Hikari, welcome. That's how I found your stream. Exactly. I found you through Instagram Shorts, Draco. That's fucking sick. That's like the avenue I'm trying to break into right now. The last streamer I watched regularly, I did not discover through Twitch. I actually found him through Skyrim mods. Exactly. Exactly. So if any of y'all are trying to become streamers, it's not about hours streamed when you first start. Like, that's part of the reason why, y'all, like, for me right now, it doesn't make sense for me to do like very super long charity streams. Or like, sorry, not charity streams. It doesn't make sense for me to do super long marathon streams because that's not gonna pull the lever. Like I'm still in the spot where like for me to make incremental growth in the streamer aspect, I need to be coming out with outrageous amounts of content to get people over to the Twitch. Which actually, Raya, we should talk about that. We need to start utilizing the Clips channel for that now that the Clips channel is getting views. Hey, Lady Star, found you on IG. Thank you, Lady Star. Honestly, I'm really glad people are coming from the IG, bro. Me and my editor's been grinding that. I'm fucking losing money on that every month, guys. Like, I'm fine. I can pay for it, but like, the Instagram doesn't pay me. Snapchat doesn't pay me yet. YouTube Shorts pays me, but it's not a lot. And Facebook pays me, but it's even less than YouTube Shorts. So it's the only one that pays me is TikTok, and TikTok pays so bad. It pays so bad. I swear, bro. TikTok makes me want to put my head through a wall, bro. I hope that app gets nuked somehow. I don't remember how I got here. Honestly, that means you're an OG, Ali. I found you through a YouTube vid a friend and I watched on voice chat together. Okay. I like that. I found you through YouTube comments in a Smosh video. A guy said Sarby has better takes and then I found you? No way. For real, bro? I'm getting the referrals through Smosh? High key, bro. I want to collab with them so bad. I want to collab with them so bad. You know what I really want, chat? And this could happen. I just need to play my cards right. I want to meet the Smosh cast and see if they know who I am. Specifically Shane, right? Because there's no way that they make these Reddit videos and they're not peeping the competition like that. You know? Clips channel is you, Sarby, not a re-uploader. Technically, it's Raya. But yes, I own the channel. Raya runs it for me. Raya is killing it, bro. Raya is killing it. I don't watch shorts at all, but I would go sub the clip channel. I actually have been putting shorts on my channel. I've been collabing them with the Reddit channel. Definitely found you through Instagram. Okay, Monica. Thank you for coming over from the Instagram. I got to get back on the Instagram grind, bro. It just sucks because it's like so much extra work. And like it does probably get me new viewers and stuff, but it's like it's so minute in compared to like doing this. Like doing this is the thing that moves the needle the most, you know? Damn, nice flex, Sarby. I don't even know what I flex, bro. I can't even lie. I'm pretty sure I clicked on your channel through Smosh. Hell yeah. I am like in the algorithm where their videos recommend my videos, which is very, very nice. Very nice. You and Shane would be iconic. Bro, I feel like Shane and I would be besties. Shane and I would be so fucking chaotic together. Shane and I on a podcast chat? Bro, unhinged. Unhinged. He just has good vibes, man. What up, Sitting T here? Crazy. Chat, we got to get started here soon, all right? Y'all got me yapping. Muscle bros. You guys have always known I've had muscles. I found you on TikTok. Okay. All right, shit. God, maybe I got to take my TikTok shit more serious. The TikTok's been doing okay. You with Shane and Ian, bro. It would be so bad. Raya to go with the clip. She really is, bro. Doing great. I found you on accident after listening to a bunch of Smosh's videos on Reddit, and I thought you were funny and unhinged. That sounds like a great that sounds like a great explanation of my videos. Compared to Smosh, bro, I feel like I'd be yelling and screaming a lot. I can't even lie. My neighbors must fucking hate me, dog. My neighbors must be like, oh my god, the fucking idiot is streaming again. I saw we. All right, chat, we gotta get started here. Let me let Discord know real quick. I will remember this time. Whoops. Boom. Okay. Reading updated stories, getting here. No dono / membership / sub / gifts to me today. Donate to the Trevor Project instead through Ludwig's charity stream pinned at the top of chat. Bam! Oh, fuck. I forgot to add everybody. No. God, I'm so fucking stupid, chat. Who the fuck let me be in charge of this? Raya! Why the fuck would you let me, bro? All right, here we go. There we go. All right. We figured it out. Don't worry, chat. We figured it the fuck out. Only took us a while. All right? Only took me being a fucking idiot. A big old dumb moron, bro. But I got it. Oh, I forgot about my tea. I need to be doing that. I got a little... My voice feels a little scratchy today. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I got fucking heated today. I went and played hockey and some asshole was fucking checking out there. I was fucking yelling at him, bro. Ben, are you kidding me? Raya, that's still your fault. I don't know how to explain to you, bro. Bro, you had one job. All right. I got a lot of shit I got to do, okay? I can't remember everything. Holy shit, he pinged. Trash fire, you have no clue. You have no clue. Roadkill, thank you for the bits, but remember, no donos. Bad Roadkill. Bad. I don't deserve it. I've been a bad boy. Give it to the Trevor Project instead. All right. All right. Did you redo your hair? No. Does it look different today? To be honest, y'all, I've just been hopping out of the shower and like I conditioned my hair, I guess. So that probably didn't help. But like my hair just like is different depending on if I wash it that day or not. I can't even lie. I probably should put gel in it, but I'm just lazy. I'm just fucking lazy, bro. I'm just fucking lazy, bro. I have $1 to my name. I couldn't even if I wanted to. All right, that's fair. All right, I'll let it slide this one time, Roadkill. Just this one time. It looks shorter and curlier. What? I mean, I definitely got a haircut a while back, but like, I don't know. It's not as like textured. I really should have spent some time on it, but I don't know, bro. I just like, I'm kind of a fucking moron. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a moron. All right, chat, let's get started. Let's get it started. Hot. Let's get it started, yeah. One more reminder, guys. Read the pinned comment, okay? No donations today. No gifted memberships. No subs. Just donate money to the Trevor Project through Ludwig's charity stream link, all right, guys? Okay? Can you promise me? If y'all see Chicken Sandwich hop in here, someone tell Chicken Sandwich, because that motherfucker loves giving me memberships. He loves it, and I appreciate it, but I want him to give that money to the Trevor Project today. All right, chat? All right? I just, sometimes I'll miss when he comes in. All right? YouTube, if you guys could like up the stream, honestly, you guys are doing pretty fucking good today. 61 people watching, 49 likes. I feel like we can get that to 55, though. Make sure to like up the stream, chat. If you're on Twitch, make sure you're following. No matter where you're at, though, turn on those post notices. Here we go. My friend's parents want to adopt him. This has a new update 2.5 years later. Originally posted to r/true off my chest on April 10th, 2023. I, 24 female, am a single mom to my mom. I, 24 female, am a single mom to my son, Owen, 8. It's been just us since day one. His father isn't in the picture and has been able to avoid child support for years now. In parentheses, yes, I've tried everything. My own parents disowned me. I had to drop out of high school and have worked a myriad of jobs since then to keep us afloat. We aren't on the poverty line by any means, but we definitely live paycheck to paycheck in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's not ideal, and I hope within the next couple of years we'll be in some place bigger. For now, it's our situation. I've raised Owen to know that money isn't everything. We may not have a lot. He won't always have the newest this or that, but we have each other. The two of us are very close. He has never gone without the basics, but I admit he doesn't get a lot of fun extras. I try to save a little here and there to make birthdays and holidays fun, but it's still never anything glamorous. And I think Owen was fine with that. Until recently, anyway. In our area, all the public schools are based on a lottery system. So your child has a fair shot of going to any of them, so long as you put in their name. Our neighborhood school is not great and in a pretty crappy area, so I decided to put him in a different one across town. It's near my job, so it works out. Last year when he was in 2nd grade, he met Charlie. They began hanging out a lot after school, with Owen going to his place. I met Charlie's parents, Nate and Paige, a couple of times before this began. They seemed very nice and supportive. Owen always had a great time at their house. Charlie occasionally came to our apartment, but usually they were at his place, which made sense. I work and there's really not much for them to do here, even when I am off. Summer breaks are easy to find care as there are several free or low-cost camps that I can put Owen in. It's the shorter breaks, such as Christmas and the spring, that are harder. Camp space is limited. Spring break of 2022, I managed to just miss registration. Paige is a stay-at-home mom and offered to take Owen for the week. I was hesitant to ask so much of her, but she insisted. He had a really fun time with them. They did a lot of activities, and Paige refused my attempts to pay her back at least some. In parentheses, I couldn't afford all. I admit I did feel a tad uncomfortable with her spending this much. I did feel a tad uncomfortable with her spending this much on my son, but at the same time, I didn't want to deprive Owen of this stuff. I feel like I just got to keep reading. Like, this is just a novel that we have to get. Oh my God, yeah, it's pretty long. Summer came, and while I did get Owen into a camp, he spent a lot of time with Charlie as well. He ended up going on vacation with them. I was, again, very hesitant, but the experience was something I could never give Owen, and it wasn't too far away. He had a blast. I kept telling Nate and Paige that there's no way I could ever pay them back, and they kept insisting that they loved having Owen around. They told me what a great kid he is, sweet, respectful. At one point, I really pressed Paige as to why she was so insistent on having Owen around so much. That's when she told me that they never planned for Charlie to be an only child, but all attempts at giving him a sibling just didn't happen. They know that Owen will never make up for not having a brother, but if they can give him a consistent playmate so he's not so lonely, they'll do it. Should this have been a red flag? Maybe. But at the same time, I found it sweet that the boys considered each other brothers. I thought it was innocent. Surely Paige and Nate knew the truth, right? Right? This continued for a bit, and come Christmas break of 2022, Paige and Nate insisted that I not even bother to try to get Owen into a camp. They'd take care of him for me. I was grateful. They ended up getting him more Christmas gifts than I did. I can't put my finger on it, but this feels manipulative. Does that make sense? You know? Like it feels like a chess move. Like, I mean, obviously we know what's going to happen based off the title. And like, this is overstepping. Don't get me wrong, like if you want to get a Christmas gift for a kid who's close to your kid, I think that's fine. But like doing more than a single mother can, giving more gifts than a single mother can intentionally, like you're playing at something there. Like that is overstepping. Oh, you guys are calling it love. Chat is calling it love bombing. That, yes, 100%. I tried to set my pride aside because it was about Owen, not me. This is still when things finally started seeming off. This is when things finally started seeming off to me. I understood a gift on his birthday, and while they didn't get him as many gifts as they got Charlie, it was a lot more than you would typically get your kid. It was a lot more than you would typically get your kid's friend. Fast forward to now. Spring break was last week, and this time, Paige and Nate didn't just offer to take care of him during the day while I worked. They asked if Owen could spend the entire week at their house. Honestly, it meant I could pick up some more shifts and save up for the bike Owen wants for his birthday, so I said yes. I went to pick him up on Saturday afternoon. The kids were playing out back, so Nate and Paige asked to talk to me. They sat me down and said they love Owen, and he's always such a joy to have. I thanked them profusely for all they'd done for him. Paige suggested that Owen stay a little longer. I pointed out Easter was Sunday, plus school started up on Monday. They said they could take him to school. I felt weird and said no, it was time for Owen to come home. That's when Nate suggested that Owen stay with them long term. I could still see him, but they would take care of him. I thought they were joking and said, like, what? You'd be his guardians or something? They got quiet and the reality rushed over me. I pointed out that this wasn't a movie. They can't just get custody. They started spouting some legal stuff about how I could assign them as guardians and they would help make this transition smooth. They told me to think about Owen and what's best for him. I told them there was no way in hell I was going to give up my son. I grabbed Owen and we left. I blocked their numbers. Owen has no clue what's going on. I'm keeping him home tomorrow and took the day off work to figure some stuff out. Legally, they can't take him. But now I know what they want and I'm terrified. I don't want him going back to the school. I don't want him going back to that school. Do we move? I'm so lost and I feel so stupid because looking back, all the warning signs were there. I know Owen is going to be devastated losing Charlie, Paige, and Nate. How am I ever going to explain it to him? Holy shit, bro. This is a crazy situation to be in. I mean, it just sounds like, cause like, okay, I'm trying to think, cause like when I was younger, I definitely had friends who my mom would intentionally have come over because she knew, and like looking back, I had no clue, but she knew that the parents were struggling or, you know, there was other stuff going on and she was always down to like help. And I was always down to just have my friends over all the time. So like, I do think that that's like a very noble thing to do, but they're almost taking the good thing that they're doing and using it to manipulate the kid and OP into getting what they want. Which is honestly like, Owen will probably throw a fit if he is separated from Charlie and Charlie's parents. And that makes OP's life insanely harder. And also too, they're getting him accustomed to a life that OP can't provide for him right now. Shit, dude, I think like it's so hard, man. That sucks that her family disowned her. That sucks that the dad's a bum. But I do think it really is. You change the school your kid's in and you cut off all contact from this family because that's just a fucking shitty ass low move to pull on OP, man. That's crazy. This really is one of those like, there's dog shit and cat shit. Both of them fucking suck, but you have to pick one. Oh, poor OP, man. Yeah, to be honest with the child and contact the school and police that a very weird thing has happened with another kid's parents and you are getting unsafe vibes. You know, here's the thing, y'all. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, is there's not much that the police or the school can do because they didn't technically do anything wrong. You know, like they didn't keep OP from her kid. They just suggested that OP let them be. They just suggested that OP give them guardianship of her kid. But it's not like they kidnapped him or did anything. So like, I don't know if it really makes sense to bring the police in right now, unless they are harassing OP after this encounter or like trying to trick the kid into going home with them. But man, is that fucking scary. I feel like it could go that way very easily if they're like really walking the line. I don't think they've crossed it, but they are fucking dangling their foot over the edge. Put them on a not allowed to pick up list. Yeah, I think that's smart. I mean, I'm sure that list already exists. It's more just yoink them off the they're allowed to pick them up list. I mean, we know what police officers do. Like, here's the thing. If police officers were actually effective at their job, I would agree with you, Kitten, but I don't think they are. I think it's just going to be more stress for an already stressed single mother. I think the most important part of this, y'all, is she needs to A, separate the kid, and B, work on helping that kid understand in a way that an 8-year-old can grasp, as well as, I don't know, comprehend. Because, like, this kid isn't going to understand that them treating him the way that they did was them manipulating not only him, but OP. Like, I don't think he'll really understand that at the age of 8. He'll just see, they gave me nice things, and now I don't get nice things because my mom won't let me see them, you know? But I think that's the priority. The priority, I think the priority is separate the kid and then maybe get the kid in therapy and try to talk to the therapist about, like, this is what's going on. And then if they are still being over the top about OP giving them their kid, giving them her kid, that's when she should go to the police. Y'all, I think they need it. OP needs to yoink this kid out of that school. Like, as much as it's going to complicate their life, I genuinely think OP needs to yoink themselves out of that, or OP needs to yoink their kid out of that school. Roadkill, this close to fucking putting you in timeout. Respectfully, shut the fuck up. My cat is demanding I pet her instead of type. You better fucking pet her then, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'll be good. All right. Oh, my boy Dakota's in here. Chat, we have a real verified person in here. Look who it is. Bro, Dakota, how you living, bro? Yo, Dakota, bro, come visit me in Vegas. Use some of that YouTube money. Come say hi. That's my boy right there. Do you think the parents had genuine intentions or just being creepy? I think you can do both. I think you can do both at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think if OP did give their kid to these parents, the parents would probably give that kid a pretty good life, right? In terms of They'd get to go to the camps that they want to. They'd get a lot more nice toys. They wouldn't be living in a 1-bedroom, etc. That being said, I still think it's creepy because the way that they are trying to make that happen is in a creepy way. Vis-a-vis love bombing this child to a point where if these people were not in the child's life, the child would be upset and probably, being an unknowing 8-year-old, would want to be in their lives more. Yeah, I mean, I saw a couple people saying that an 8-year-old would understand. I severely doubt that. I severely doubt that an 8-year-old will understand. I played with my friend. His parents gave me super nice things. And now my mom won't let me hang out with them. Like, I'm sorry, there's just like no level of rationale that an 8-year-old can like properly get to, where they can see like, oh, fun toys, things I enjoy, people I like hanging out with, but like I'm somehow in danger. Like, I just don't think an 8-year-old will understand that. Hey, Sleepy, welcome. I enjoyed that video of your cat. And I mean, maybe too, like, Asian Fury could probably, or Asian Fury said it's not old enough to fully understand, I think, but old enough to know that they're not his parents. I think it's worth having the conversation, chat, but I don't think, like, this is gonna go smoothly. Like, I doubt, if I'm I'm thinking of my best friend when I was 8 years old. If you would have told me all of a sudden that I needed to not hang out with my best friend, I wouldn't fucking care what rationale you were giving me. I would be like, what do you mean I can't hang out with my best friend who I have fun with, who I do things? And then on top of that, like, hey, here's this life I live where I don't get all the things that I might want and all the luxuries that I might want. But then I go over to this person's house and they give me the luxuries that I want. I'm sorry, but I think for a normal 8-year-old, they're not going to understand why the other one isn't better, you know? Damn, whatever happened to parents who just wanted their kids to have fun hanging out with their friends, bro? Like, I've always said, y'all, I want to be, if I have kids, I want my kids' friends to be like, yo, we have to go over to the Sarbachers. Like, they have the fun house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to, you know, be these parents minus the let me fucking have your child part to it. And the let me love bomb your child by giving them better gifts than you can provide them. Like, that's, to me, that's just overstepping. You know? Or that's something that you talk about with the parents before. Oh, you know what? That's really what it is, honestly, chat. Like, if you want, like, okay, let's say your kid has a Switch and his best friend comes over and his best friend is a little less privileged, and you kind of come up with like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if this kid could take home a Switch and play with our son? And like, I can afford it, but I know that his mother might not be able to. The conversation then goes, you go to the parent of the other person and you're like, hey, I just noticed they love playing Switch together. They can't do that, you know, when your kid goes home. Like, is there maybe a potential where we can like work something out? You know, like, ask the question if you can get that kind of gift for somebody else's kid. There needs to be conversation around it, not just like, Oh yeah, we fucking got your kids a shit ton of gifts, more than you could provide them, you know? Like, to me, if I'm getting a Switch for my friend's kid, I'm making sure that that kid thinks that the Switch is from his parents. Does that make sense, y'all? Like, it's just an insane boundary to cross to not do that. You know? And like, money isn't everything. If I'm OP or the parents, I'm like, you know, come over sometime, let our kids hang out, and like we can like cook something, or like you bring the baked goods for or whatever, you know? Like, nothing, it doesn't always have to be monetary. Yeah, why not give the mom the gift to wrap? Exactly. Collab with the parents. No, that's a great way to put it. We have a couple relevant comments here, chat. Let's see how this goes. We have a couple relevant comments and an update. Update 2, update 3, and then a new update. Holy fuck, this is a long one. Strap in, boys and girls. Okay. Relevant comments in response to some now removed accusations of neglect. OP replied, I can take care of my kid. He's never gone hungry. The lights are always on. He has clothes, albeit sometimes from Goodwill or donations. We lived in our car briefly when I was 17, but I pulled us out of that situation and will never be in that place again. I have health insurance. He goes to the doctor, has his vaccines. He just doesn't have an iPad or summer vacations. What he does have is love. His favorite stuffed giraffe that I got him when I was pregnant. A love for the park. He isn't deprived. He has a good life. I love him, and I'm never giving him up. Bro, the accusations of neglect from that goes crazy. Like, I did not read this at all and think, wow, OP doesn't love her kid and she's neglecting him. It's like, no, she's kind of in a shitty situation and she's making the most of it and making sure that kid is priority numero uno. Another commenter talked about maybe those parents have turned... Another commenter brought up maybe those parents have been turned down by foster/adoption agencies. OP replied to that saying, I've suspected this too. It seems like they don't want another child. They want Charlie to have a permanent playmate/buddy. And I don't know much about the system, but if they were as honest as they were with me, I could see them turned down. That's true. Let's just get to these updates, chat. I'm curious what's about to happen. Update 1 later that day. To those who said I should just let them, to those who said I should just let them take him, please pass me whatever drugs you're on. I will never give up my son. Do we have the newest this or that? No. We have our needs met. I love my son and I am not letting him go. As for everyone else, I took your advice and reached out to the school. I told them that Paige and Nate are no longer allowed to pick up Owen and explained I do not feel safe with them around each other. They understood. There's not much they can do outside making sure they never pick him up. It's too late in the year to move classes, but next year Charlie and Owen will not be in the same class. I notified the police, but again, they can't do much. We have 0 in writing and a simple request to have my child isn't really breaking any laws. Unfortunately, all I can do is hope they don't try anything. I still haven't spoken to Owen. I think it's fine if he talks to Charlie and plays with him at school, but I have to find a way to explain why they can't have playdates or sleepovers, as well as to never go anywhere near Nate and Paige. I guess that'll come in time. I'll update again if anything happens. I'm hoping this is the end, as some of Nate and Paige's defenders said. They did take my no well. So hopefully they realize how totally out of bounds they were and leave us alone. Oh, Chad, I'm not a fan of this. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think Owen is going to react well to being all of a sudden not allowed to play with Charlie. But this, I feel like this is going to make it worse and also puts him in more danger than if you take him to another school. I don't know. Like, I think that's more confusing for a kid than like a cutoff. You know? Yeah, I think there needs to be more of a hard cutoff here. Update 2. Posted on April 11th, 2023, the next day. Monday night, I talked to Owen and explained that Nate and Paige were not safe. He was confused, and I explained that they wanted to take him away from me. I think it spooked him as he started crying. Say he didn't want to leave me, and he didn't want to see them again. Aw, cute. I held him and assured him he wasn't going anywhere. He understands he is never to go anywhere with them and that the school is taking measures to protect him. I said he should still talk and play with Charlie at school. He said he doesn't want to. Okay, either this is a very, very smart 8-year-old, or like, I'm wondering too, why is he so gung-ho about cutting off his best friend like that? Like, I don't know, maybe my 8-year-old brain was just too fucking mush to like to be able to like understand this. But I'm just thinking, like, if my mom told me I could no longer see my best friend, I would throw a fit. You know? Like, I'm wondering if they did something to scare Owen or make him feel uncomfortable, and like he almost feels like this is a good thing. I was honestly worried he'd hate me, but you all... I was honestly worried he'd hate me, but you were all right. Excuse me. I was honestly worried he'd hate me, but you all were right. Telling him the full story made him realize how serious it was. He understands the gifts and trips will stop, and he says he's all right with it. Also, I want to address one thing. I've gotten a few people offering me money or gifts. Please do not do that. I am very appreciative, but that was not the purpose of this post. If you wish to do something, donate to your local shelter or other charities. Owen and I are not in need. I'd rather see it go to people who need it. I didn't see Nate or Paige at drop-off, nor have I gotten any contact. But then again, I did block them everywhere. Thank you for your help. I'll update if anything else happens. Hopefully it won't. And then there's 2 more updates. Oh no. Okay, I mean, hey, credit to the kid, bro. I still don't think a normal 8-year-old would take that news and be like, yeah, sure, for sure, mom, 100%. But it's either sketchy that he was so okay with obeying it, or not obeying. I feel like that's a bad way to say it. Either we should raise an eyebrow at the fact that he was so gung-ho about dropping his best friend and their parents, or he's a fucking smart 8-year-old, you know? Ooh. Cutie booty itch kind of cooked. They could have been telling him in private stuff like, you could stay here forever, etc. So when mom did, they want to take you from me, he was like, holy shit. Ooh, I wonder. I mean, I wouldn't put it behind them, bro. I feel like they probably were running like a smear campaign against OP. Hey, I got you, Alexis. Welcome to the stream. An 8-year-old is what? Grade 3, 4? I don't think so. I think that's like right out of kindergarten, right? Age of, let's say, first grader. 6 to 7 years old for first grade. So he's in like second grade, I think. Maybe third grade. That's crazy, bro. I thought I was like 11 in grade 4. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking keep track of this shit. I really don't. 8 is 4th grade. What the fuck? What kind of 4th grades you guys gonna do? Y'all are calling this Coraline. That's true, bro. Too good to be true. Coraline's so fucking scary. Chat, let's keep going here. I'm curious. What's about to happen? What are these 2 more updates? Okay. So, we have another update. April 14th, 2023, 4 days after the update we just read, and I think 5 days after the original post. Yeah. I've tried to post this. Well, what everyone feared would happen did. Tuesday, he returned to school. I told him he could talk with and play with Charlie. I was hesitant to drop him off, but figured you can't live in fear. Most afternoons, my son takes the bus to a local rec center for aftercare. I had already told the school everything, and that Nate and Paige were not to pick Owen up. I managed to call and even make sure he got on the bus. Aftercare was also made aware of the change in pickup list. Well, a half hour later, I get a call that Paige had tried to pick up my son. The front desk refused to release him. Didn't say why, just that she was no longer on the list. She wouldn't leave and the police were called. She was escorted out of the building. Girl, get your kid out of that school, man. That's crazy, bro. Holy shit. What the fuck? While she wasn't brought to jail, there is a police report, and I'm using this to go to court and get an order of protection. Paige and Nate are also banned from the rec center, so if they do show up, they will get arrested for trespassing. The police are working on ways to protect us, and the local social services office has been made aware of the situation. So should they try to make a claim, they're aware of the situation. Damn. Oh my God, bro. That's so fucking scary. I don't know, bro. I feel like listen, this might be just me hating our system, but if someone comes to pick up a kid and they're told no and they wouldn't leave, I feel like that's arrest worthy. Like, that person should be arrested. You know, like, why the fuck are you so aggressive about picking up someone else's kid like that? Yeah, that's attempted kidnapping. That's what I was thinking too, Kelly. It is attempted kidnapping. That's crazy. One relevant comment on this one. Talk with your son some more and make sure he understands a little better to not leave with them. OOP replied to that saying, thank you. I spoke to him Monday evening, so he knew what he was walking into on Tuesday. It freaked him out a lot, and he said he absolutely didn't want to leave me, so he's aware and knows to never go with them. Okay, yeah, that's good. Maybe, I mean, bro, it's probably not a good thing. Are 8-year-olds even allowed to have pepper spray? Like, I'm just thinking, I'm like, bruh, if they're willing to pull some shit like that, like, you need to give that kid some pepper spray or something in case they try to fuck around with, you know, in case they try to fuck around and take Owen again, bro. Ah, bro, that's fucking terrifying. Terrifying. Give that boy a Glock. Ooh, give that kid a whistle. Way safer. I was gonna say, I was like, I feel like an 8-year-old shouldn't have pepper spray. You know? I brought pepper spray to school at 8 and got in big trouble. What the fuck were you doing with pepper spray? Did someone give it to you? Let them find out. Here's the thing, PB, is like, I'm more worried about the 8-year-old safety with pepper spray. Like, to be honest, I get nervous. I have like a little mace gun thing, you know, just in case, right? Like, might as well. That shit scares me high key, bro. I have really good safety around that stuff, and I look at it sometimes. I'm like, shit, there might be a world where I pepper spray myself or mace myself, you know, just on accident. Welcome to the stream, Jim. That stuff can still burn if you're the one spraying it, right? Probably. Damn, Ari Loca, my principal had me keep it in his office when I was in school. I mean, I still don't think it's great for an 8-year-old to have pepper spray. I like the whistle. I think the whistle cooks. You guys are cooking with the whistle. For real, for real. Chat, let's keep going. Fuck, I wanted this to be a short stream, but it is nothing but short. What's new? What the fuck is new, chat? Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in here. We got 93 viewers on YouTube, 52 on Twitch. Y'all make me feel like a real streamer every day. I appreciate you guys. Dude, honestly, I kind of feel really good about learning that I'm in the top 2% for streamers. That's pretty sick. I didn't know that. That makes me feel good, you know? Fuck, I might not have the most viewers, but I got a good amount. I appreciate you guys coming through here. To be honest, these streams would probably be hard with more people in here, because then it'd be harder to read your guys' chats and shit. We'd have to make like a club for the OGs, for people who aren't like trolling and shit. YouTube, if you guys are over there, make sure to like up the stream. We got 90 people watching, 69 likes. Nice, but it's not 6, 7. Sorry. Dumb. I'm Unk. I can't be making those jokes. If you guys could like up the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. I bet we could get it to 80. If you guys are on Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on the post notice. All right. New update, September 28th, 2025, 2.5 years later. After this happened, I wanted to stay in the area we lived in, if anything, because I couldn't afford to move us. I ended up transferring Owen to a different after-school program. Okay, so not a different school. He still remained friends with Charlie at school. Apparently, even Charlie would call his parents weird and said he was angry with them for making it so Owen couldn't go over there after school. Bro, what is with all these smart 8-year-olds? God, maybe I don't know, bro. Maybe I just don't give myself and my other 8-year-old compatriots back in the day credit, but I just was of such firm belief that I was not this smart as an 8-year-old. As an 8-year-old, all I wanted to do was play with Legos and lightsabers, bro. That's so silly. The rest of the year passed by awkwardly, but initially the school did a good job of making sure Nate and Paige were not anywhere near my son. I was told they wouldn't be allowed to volunteer anymore, in parentheses, as Paige often did prior to everything. Summer soon came, Owen started his usual camps, and I thought all was well. I had initially been told that the boys would not be put into the same class the following year. It had been too late in the year to move either of the boys. But when I brought Owen to school on the first day, I saw Charlie's name on the door. It's a small school, and they have a unique last name, so I knew it wasn't a coincidence. I spoke with the principal and was told it was impossible to keep them in separate classes, and there were factors I just couldn't possibly understand. I regretfully didn't fight as hard because I assumed Paige and Nate were still banned from volunteering. Okay, so like, even if the principal wasn't full of absolute horse shit, wouldn't it be kind of nice to like call OP and let her fucking know instead of letting her discover it on the first day of school? Like, this... What the actual fuck do you mean, bro? But when I brought Owen to school on the first day... Oh, nope, I read that one. It was like a horror movie receiving a letter from the room... It was like a horror movie receiving a letter from the room moms of the class. Typical letter in parentheses, it's a typical letter I receive every year talking about fundraising, volunteer opportunities, when they raise money for teacher gifts, etc. Paige's name was right at the bottom. I once again spoke to the principal and was told they couldn't keep Paige away from the school. She donated a lot of money, was great with the kids. They said we had no incident in 5 months at that point. We had to let it go. You know, she hasn't attempted to kidnap your child again in 5 months. We're fucking good. What the actual fuck, bro? Is there like a school board you can go to? Like, I'd be recording this conversation like, you know how much of a fuckstick you sound like? That's insane. Ah, yes. She donates a lot of money. I know she attempted to kidnap a kid, but she hasn't done it for 5 months because we've been actively preventing her. She's good, bro. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Is that enough for a lawsuit? Like, isn't that endangering your child, who, like, the school legally is required and expected to keep that kid safe? Like, no way. I tried to let it go. I thought maybe things have changed, but it brought me so much anxiety every time I thought about that woman near my son. The school was refusing to protect him. What if things hadn't changed? I debated switching schools, but this was the best in our area, and I couldn't afford private. I prepared my son. He said he wouldn't try to go with her and would scream if she tried to take him. Sure enough, first class party of the year, my son said Paige was there, and Owen said she kept trying to talk to him. She kept asking him to come over and even wanted my new phone number. In parentheses, I changed it for obvious reasons after everything went down. Thankfully, Owen knew better, but I just saw the rest of the year flashing before my eyes, Paige finding ways to be around my son, potentially breaking him down. Since the school didn't give a shit and I had nightmares of them letting her kidnap him, since the school didn't give a shit, I had nightmares of them letting her kidnap him. I knew we couldn't stay long, but again, I was broke, working a crap job, and I couldn't just pack up and leave. So I started applying to some new jobs out of our city. As it was, I had one job working in retail, but I picked up house cleaning shifts and occasionally some babysitting shifts in between. I took a chance and applied for a live-in nanny position in a city about 3 hours away. I didn't think I'd have a shot at it, especially as I had a kid, but I met with the parents and they were so kind, so sweet. They were more than happy to let me bring Owen with me and let us live with them. They had an in-law suite I could live in as long as I was working there. It was only 1 bedroom, but Owen and I were used to that. He was a little sad about leaving his friends, but we jumped. Sorry, y'all, lots to read in between here. But we jumped at the opportunity. I admit I was nervous to put ourselves in a similar situation as before. What if these people enticed my son and wanted to take him? God, that would just be the most fucking unfortunate thing ever. Like, I genuinely really do hope there are more people out there who are not trying to steal other people's kids than are. But that would be fucking crazy, man. That would be so unfortunate. But thankfully, they weren't like that. They were kind to Owen, but they maintained boundaries. I eventually told them our story and they were horrified that this had ever happened to us and assured me they would never try to take my son. I was making better money living with them, and since I didn't have rent or utilities to worry about, I was able to save more than usual. Owen thrived in his new school. The best part was he got to spend time with me and the little ones I took care of. No more crazy hours, no more after school programs. For 8 years, we finally caught a After 8 years, we finally caught a break. The family recently outgrew their need for a nanny, but they were happy to help me find a new job. This position isn't live-in, but I was able to save up to put a down payment on a condo. Something I never thought would happen. For the first time in 10 years, Owen has his own room. Something that both excited him, but he was also a little scared. With the help of my old bosses, who are now good friends of ours, we were able to decorate, and my new bosses are so kind and, again, totally fine with me bringing their baby with me to pick up Owen and having him around. I haven't heard from Nate and Paige since April 2023. My son occasionally mentions Charlie, and I know he misses his buddy, but he's also relieved about where we are. I hope for Charlie's sake that his parents have calmed down. Maybe they've learned their lesson. If anything, so they won't prey on another woman in my situation. I don't speak to anyone from our old city, in parentheses, no friends there, so I have no way of knowing. Sorry if that's not a fun update, but that's where we are, happy, healthy, and doing well. I'm 26 now, but many days I feel like I'm 42. I'm in a new relationship now, dating seriously for the first time since Owen was born. I have a group of friends who are also nannies. It took me 8.5 years to gain a support. I have a group of friends who are also nannies. It took me 8.5 years to gain a support system. Still haven't spoken to my parents. Owen's father will never be a part of the picture, but we finally have a family. Still, he often tells me that if all of it went away like Nate and Paige did, he'd be happy with just us. God, he knows how to make his mama cry. Anyway, thank you all for the support and concern over the years. Much love to you all. Okay, and this comment here is just OP basically replying that she only had to deal with the situation at the beginning of the year for 4 months, which is still 4 months too many, but like, good for OP, bro. God, I hated that. Oh my God. Me personally, I would have crashed the fuck out at the principal. I'm so sorry. I would have had a fucking meltdown in front of him. Me and my kid would have gotten kicked out of that school so fucking fast. Like, absolutely insane, bro. Insane. They would be on the news the next night. I would be like, hey, yo, whatever local news station, y'all want a story about this principal putting money before the safety of the kids? Let's run that shit. God, I would be such an asshole. God, I love having 60,000 followers on Instagram, because if I was pissed enough, I could be like, yo, let me fucking flame this idiot. Probably get hit with a, I don't know, slander case, but it's worth it. Fuck it. Oh, man. Yeah, bro, that principal is on some shit, man. Like, don't be shy. Drop the principal's name. We'll fucking tear him a new one. Nobody like that should be in charge of kids. Ever. Ever. Like, no fucking way. When I was still in elementary school, my principal started beef with my mom because she didn't like how I was being bullied and nothing was being done. Chat, unpopular opinion. My kid's getting bullied at school. They're not doing anything about it. I'm teaching my kid how to beat the shit out of those bullies. And I'm giving them full, like, hey, bro, you get kicked out, I'll fucking dap you up as we walk you out. That's my take, bro. I'm like, I want you to start a monumental fight that gets the principal fired. If they're not going to do anything about it, bro. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. High key, y'all, I want to put my kids in, like, jiu-jitsu and, like, Muay Thai. Like, as they're going, like, especially if I have a daughter, bro. I want a daughter who could kick any dude's ass. Any dude tries to fuck around with them, she could choke them out and kill them. You know? Wait for them to swing first. You right, Donnie. You right. Yeah, bro. I'll be damned if my kid doesn't beat the shit out of another kid if they try to bully him or her. Absolutely not. Dude, I need to look. That's like on one of my that's like on my list of things. I really want to join, dude. I really want to join a nice yoga studio. Although, to be fair, I haven't tried enough of my yoga classes through my gym yet.
I fucking love yoga. I need to get back to it, to be completely honest. But I also want to do jujitsu. I think it's so good. And even Muay Thai. Like, just being able to strike and to grapple and roll and, like, just be able to know, like, how to defend yourself even a little bit, like, goes a long way. Nah, bro. It's Muay Thai. Muay Thai. I want to teach like, boxing's great. Don't get me wrong. But I want my child to have, like, deadly fists and feet. You know? Oh, yeah, you got to take them to a legit martial arts place, not like 300 kids in one class. Absolutely. That's why I'm not a huge fan of Taekwondo. It feels too, like, commercialized now. Don't get me wrong. Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu are getting there. But, like, my thing is, like, I'm not going to do Jiu-Jitsu until I can afford, like, a $200 a month place, you know? Or maybe it's not 200, but they get really expensive. Especially out here in Vegas where, like, UFC is, like, based out of here. Shit's expensive. Crazy. Chat, let's keep it going. Wow, this is crazy, actually. Oh my God. Wait, chat, this might actually be such a good story. Okay, really quick, chat. All right. This next story probably should have a trigger warning next to it. It actually doesn't. Which is crazy. I mean, y'all know that I skip trigger warnings just because I feel like they give me information that, like, spoils the story a little bit. And I don't need them. That being said, it does talk about a rapist. So if that is something that you don't want to hear about, this is your sign to dippity doo dah dippity day. All right, chat? Yeah, I might have to tap out. That's perfectly fine, Roadkill. No worries. No worries. Here's what I will say, chat. It does have an r/uplifting news post. So hopefully it ends well. That's perfectly fine, y'all. Hey, if you got to dip, you got to dip, bro. I understand. All right. All right, that's perfectly fine. I'll give you guys like 15 more seconds. All right? 15 more seconds to get out of here if you need to. All right? Just know, crazy title, crazy, more sensitive subject. Actually, hold on, let me record something really quick for the video for Zhivka. Before we get into this story definitely should have a trigger warning on it. Just a heads up, if you guys don't want to hear triggering stories, I highly recommend skipping this one. Okay? This is your forewarning. Actually, to be honest, maybe I'll record it. No, whatever. It doesn't hurt to have that in there. Oh. Hey, buddy. When did you get over there? Oh, Beans is just like loafing over here. Hold on. The loafiest man. Hold on, let me show this real quick and then we'll get into the read. Hold on, chat. Quick beans. He's just loafing. Like in the corner of my room. Look at this guy. Look at my silly guy. Look at this silly guy. What are you doing over there? That is a great loaf, actually. Bro's just tucked in. Bro is tucked in, chat. Look at him. Look, that's a tucked in boy right there. That's a tucked in man. He's so silly looking. I love him. Love check. Beep, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop. He's a cute guy. He's a cute guy for real, for real. Anywhoosies, chat. Let's do the thing, shall we? Let's do the thing. You guys been warned. All right. Trigger warning story. All right, here we go. My rapist sent me an Instagram DM confessing to raping me 7 years later. The prosecutor still refuses to press charges. What can I do? Originally posted to r/legal advice and r/uplifting news. First post coming in June 4th, 2020. I was R-worded in college by a man I did not know and did not ever express interest in. He followed me home from a party and snuck into my building and waited until my male friend who walked me home that night, in parentheses, to get away from him, left my building to come bang on my door. At the time, I was an 18-year-old white female, and this was a smallish college town in the South. I had a lot more evidence than typical campus R-word cases, witnesses, text messages, rape kit, etc. And this was not the type of guy that made one horrible mistake. If nothing happened, I knew he would 1,000% do it to another girl, which is why I felt it was my responsibility to try to do something. By the time the DA finally officially told me they weren't going to do anything 2 years later because it's difficult to prosecute when alcohol is involved, it was too late for me to pursue a civil suit. It might be worth noting that the man comes from money and a lot of it. Bro, what is it fucking... Dude, this is for sure in Alabama. Easily, bro. This screams University of Alabama to the fucking T. I also found out they never analyzed my rape kit, let alone investigated the crime scene. There were a few other things that were pretty sketchy about the police investigation / DA's handling of the case, but I can't get too specific on here. It kind of felt like they were doing everything in their power to not prosecute, and there's literally nothing on his record to show for it, not even a dropped charge. Girl, that's when you get a bunch of your guy friends to jump this guy. In Fortnite. Just protecting myself. I'll let you guys decide if I really mean in Fortnite or not, though. It took me a long time to truly move on and accept that I did what I could, but I finally did. And then a week or so ago, 6.5 years later, I realized I had unread message requests on Facebook from a month prior and saw I had something from him. We were not Instagram friends. There were various messages in a row that clearly demonstrate he is not well mentally, but more importantly at the end, he said, "So I guess I R-worded you. I won't do it to anyone else ever." I was shook. I sent it to the DA's office, who were utterly shocked, and the next day said they'd get back to me in another week, but that I shouldn't get my hopes up because this kind of stuff is really complicated and difficult to prosecute. While they haven't told me officially yet that they aren't going to prosecute, I know in my gut it's not going to happen. They'll find an excuse. So I know I need a lawyer, so please don't give me... So I know I need a lawyer, so please don't give that to me as advice. So I know I need a lawyer, so please don't give that to me as advice. I am posing this question to see if anyone's ever been through anything similar and knows of nonprofits / resources / pro bono lawyers that might be able to help. I can't sue him. Statute of limitations. In parentheses, statute of limitation. In parentheses, statute of limitation. Oh yeah, it's statute of limitations. My brain was filling in the of there, but it wasn't there, and that was fucking me up. In parentheses, statute of limitations. And I can't really sue the government, in parentheses, uphill battle. But I also can't just let this go again. If there's anything I've learned recently, it's that things / systems don't change by staying quiet. What can I do to both get a mark on his record and shed light on the justice system that failed me, and I'm sure many others?
I genuinely, I don't know the answer to that question. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm really curious. I want to see what people were saying in here. Nope, that's the update post. I want to see what people in the comments were saying, because I don't know the answer to this. Like, I don't know if there are any good nonprofits, resources, pro bono lawyers, but maybe they had some suggestions in the comments that potentially a viewer right now might be able to utilize as well. Okay. Top comment. Can you, wait, actually, let's sort by top. I want to see what people are saying. Okay. Top comment. Top comment. Can you contact your local representative? I'm so sorry that the DA is screwing you over. It sounds like you need outside pressure. See if you can contact any local government officials / judges and get them on your side and applying pressure. Depending on the state, the judges may also be elected officials. You are incredibly brave for continuing to fight. You're a rapist, and that DA can go to hell. Another commenter replied to that saying you can contact the ACLU. Another commenter replied to that saying you can contact the ACLU, see if they'll take it on as a human rights issue. The rich shouldn't have everything swept under the rug just because their victims aren't as well connected. Damn. Okay, so this person is saying, do you have any rape and domestic violence crisis centers in your area? They might be able to help you. OP replied to that saying, the victim's advocate I've had since it happened has done absolutely nothing for me other than express her sympathy and attempt to justify why the DA won't take on my case. That's so exhausting, man. What the fuck? Oh my God, the victim's advocate works for the DA. Well, that explains it, I guess. Oh, the National Sexual Violence Research Center has a list of U.S. organizations here. And then it's a link up. Okay, so maybe it wasn't super... Okay, so maybe this specific page has just been remade, but it looks like it has... Like on this find resources tab, like find help, about sexual assault, friends and family, advocates, educators, media and press. Like this actually seems like it's a helpful website. The page that they linked here fucking 6 years ago just doesn't exist anymore. Okay, a lot of people recommending contacting political representatives here. This person is recommending RAIN and Joyful Heart Foundation. This comment says, consider reporting the fact that they haven't done anything with the evidence to the independent body that regulates the police, as this is a serious violation and they shouldn't have done this. Does that even exist? I feel like it doesn't, because the police be doing some fucking dumb shit right now. Like, what? Okay. All right. I don't know if there's anything else, but I mean, we got a good amount of recommendations for organizations. Yeah, police ain't doing shit in this story. No, for real. Okay. There is one edit on this. Edit, I received so much helpful advice, referrals, and positive comments, and I can't thank you all enough. I now have a lawyer who specializes in these kinds of cases and is going to try to help me push the criminal case through the legal system. If that doesn't work, plan B will be to publish my experience on media/social media. I mean, dude, we need more of that. We need more of just like, hey, this is the name of the fucking guy who fucked this shit up. You know? Like on some, for real, bro. If you're a DA or you're a police officer and you let shit like this slip through the cracks, you're actually so fucking bad at your job. We need to implement like more severe punishments for like people who are given a lot of authority and power who do a bad job at it. I firmly stand by that, by the way. Like, what do you mean? You're literally the fucking DA who's in charge of putting bad guys in jail, and you do a fucking bad job at putting bad guys in jail. And you get paid a lot for it, by the way. Like, be better. It's that easy. Bro, I forgot who it was in here. Someone in chat was like complaining about how police officers have it hard and oh, their family safety. And I was like, fuck that. You knew what you were signing up for, bitch. Like, don't come to us and be like, oh, I'm a police officer. I'm so not safe. Like, that's literally what you signed up for, dog. Can't handle the smoke. Get the fuck away from the fire. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Oh, I'm sorry you don't feel safe even though this is literally like the whole fucking point of your job. Stupid, bro. Stupid. We should be allowed to legally take revenge on our abusers. For real, for real. Damn, Gatorina's in here again. What up, Gatorina? Bro's married, hanging out in chat. I love it. I love it. All right, chat. Let's wrap it the fuck up, y'all. It's time. We got an update here. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Chat. Update. Final story and update of this. Of the stream. This was posted in r/uplifting news, October 23rd, 2025. Title: After 12 years, my rapist who confessed was finally prosecuted thanks to a Reddit post that helped me find legal support. Fuck yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let's just look at this real quick. Okay, there's a lot of news articles linked in here. Let's just read and then we'll check out the news articles. 5 years ago, I got a Facebook message from my rapist 7 years after the assault. He didn't apologize, but his message reopened every wound I'd spent hours trying to heal. I didn't know what to do, but I knew I wasn't going to let it go this time. From my first experience trying to get the case prosecuted, I knew it wouldn't be easy. So I turned to r/legal advice on Reddit asking what to do. I got hundreds of responses in DMs. One was from a prosecutor in another state. Thank you, Miles Bracchio, who gave me legal and emotional support and confirmed what I already suspected about how hard this would be. Another survivor reached out and connected me to her lawyer, who ended up representing me. That lawyer then connected me with the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape, PCAR, and their legal team, who stood by me through the process. When months passed with no movement, we went to the media. The Associated Press broke my story, and soon after, ABC's Good Morning America picked it up. The pressure worked and charges were finally filed, but Ian was nowhere to be found. In 2024, he was identified in France, extradited. And this week, 5 years after that Reddit post and 12 years after the assault, he was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison. That's still not enough. I mean, fuck yeah, but like 2 to 4 years?
Bro's on a list, that matters. I guess so, but fuck, man. I'd prefer a fucking 8 to 10 year sentence over being put on a list. Justice was finally served, and it all started with Reddit. So many kind, helpful people showed up for me when I needed it most and didn't know what to do. Thank you, Reddit. Okay. Wow. Okay, so lots of stuff here. What is this? So there was a link put up at the top here. Wow, this is literally man who sent "so I raped you" messages sentenced to 2 to 4 years for 2013 campus assault. Wow, OP really do be having receipts on this shit. Okay, wait. We knew about that. What are these ones? News story that led to the charges. Damn, Shannon Keeler was enjoying a weekend getaway with her boyfriend last year when she checked her Facebook message for the first time in ages. Damn. Bro, hell yeah. Honestly, I know nothing about AP News, but fuck yeah. Is AP known as being a good news place? Because hell, like, thank God that there are people actually doing the Lord's work out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that they weren't taking it serious until they got it on AP and ABC interview, like, it shouldn't be like this, y'all. I gotta say that. You shouldn't need big fucking news channels taking the story and publicizing it for people to actually fucking do their jobs. But thank God that somebody did, you know? AP is pretty good. All right, shit. Fuck, bro. We might have to... Y'all, gotta shout out here real quick. Gotta shout out Associated Press, or in this case, AP News, for fucking getting OP's story out. Shout out ABC for the interview. Shout out the Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape. That's actually sick. I wonder if every state has that. Like, just hell yeah, bro. Thank God that there are actually some people out here that want to fucking do something about this awful shit that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God, bro. Thank the Lord. Hey, public shaming works? No, for real. For real. Like, the only thing, you know what? Actually, let me look through these articles, bro. Let's fucking dox these fucking assholes who didn't take this seriously. Bro, drop the fucking DA's name. I want to fucking dox this fucking asshole. Oh. Wait, here we go. What's this fucking... Wait. Ah, here we go. Adams County District Attorney Sean Wagner. Fuck Sean Wagner. All my homies hate Sean Wagner. What a fucking piece of shit. Keeler, OP recalls him saying it would be hard to prove what went on in her room that night and that it was difficult to bring cases when alcohol is involved and the suspect was living out of state, seemingly out of their reach. Like, what do you fucking mean, bro? They had a rape kit. They had DNA. Like, what do you mean it would be hard to... God, bro. This is just... Fuck Sean Wagner. All my homies hate Sean Wagner.
And the Gettysburg police, by the way. They're the ones that fucking screwed the pooch on this shit. Insane, bro. Yeah, more often cases linger and no one is charged, which discourages other victims from coming forward. Fucking sad, man. I'm glad this guy got what he fucking deserved. That's insane. Just insane. Fucking stupid. God. Like, listen, I know I'm glad there was justice. I'm glad there was some sort of punishment, but 2 to 4 years? Like, I'm sorry, we need to up the, like, I know I joke about this, like, legalized castration shit, but we need to really up how heavily people like this get punished, because 2 to 4 years is not keeping anybody from doing this shit. Like, I genuinely think there are people out there who are like, even if there is a possibility I get prosecuted, I only get 2 to 4 years. Like, we need more severe punishments for people who are word. Like, dead ass. I'm talking balls snipped off and 10 years in jail. Like, this is 2 to 4 years is not keeping anybody fearful to the point where they don't want to ruin their lives. It's ridiculous. It's a joke. It's genuinely a joke. Fucking sterilize these absolute freaks. You know, Cutie Beauty Itch, I'm low-key against a little bit the death sentence. I'm not sure how, maybe for like the most heinous of heinous, sure, but I'm not a huge fan of the death penalty. But I am a fan of like, hey bro, if you didn't have balls, you wouldn't do shit like R-word people. Let's chop those bad boys off. Damn, a modify. Washington kind of rips. You're ruining this young man's life, bro. That's so fucking stupid. So stupid. 2 to 4 years is nothing for what that fucking, like, 2 to 4 years to cause someone torment that lasts forever? Ridiculous. A joke. A joke. As great as it is to have justice, that's a joke. Crazy, bro. Bro, Beans is still like in his little corner just loafing it up. Just loafing it up, chat. I said I wanted to keep it a short stream today, and I didn't. What's fucking new? Honestly, what the fuck is new? Like, y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it be. I'm a fucking moron, bro. I'm a moron. I'm always like, quick stream. Quick little event. And then I stream for a fucking long time. Chat. That's all she wrote. All she wrote. Plan is to go live again tomorrow, by the way, chat. So if you guys aren't doing anything tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Friday? If you guys aren't doing anything tomorrow, come to stream. I'm gonna try to do the morning tomorrow. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. It just really depends. I should try to get to bed early tonight. If I'm in bed early tonight, y'all can bet your pretty faces and booties I will be live tomorrow. All right, we're gonna do some either am I the devil or am I the a-hole. I'm kind of leaning towards am I the devil. Not gonna lie, my videos on my channel have not been doing super great. I honestly think I need to fuck around with my thumbnails a little bit. I think they're getting old. I think people need a little new spice, so I got to start brainstorming new thumbnail ideas. But Am I the Devil is probably the best way to potentially make that happen. Y'all want Am I the Devil, huh? I vote devil. All right, bet. Chat, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Dead ass, like 140 people in a stream is insane. Real quick, one more plug. If you guys have a little extra money, please click the link at the top of the chats, of the YouTube chat, of the Twitch chat. Go donate to Ludwig's charity stream, all right? Ludwig is doing a charity stream for the Trevor Project. Can someone, I feel like I'm saying it so poorly, but I know that they support trans people, LGBTQIA plus people, like kids who have been rejected and abandoned by their parents because they've come out, or because they've come out as trans. It's a great charity that really helps out people in need in those communities. So if you guys have some extra cash, go over there, do a donation, all right? I did it, Raya did it, Amodify did it, a bunch of other people did it, and you should too, okay, chat? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow. Mwah.